그 자식이 당신 가슴을 쥐고 그 다음에
가슴을 쥐고 나니까 온몸에 힘이 쭉 빠졌어요.
The man never dreamed that his wife, the prettiest girl in the village, had been cheating on him for 10 years. The woman's name is Lisa, the acknowledged beauty of the nearby villages. Back then, Jack sold blood to raise money for marrying her, even following friends to do it. One afternoon years ago, a fellow villager took Jack to the river, then scooped up a full bowl of river water and drank it. That was a trick only the old hands knew. Seeing it for the first time, Jack was dumbfounded, but thinking selling blood could get him money to marry the girl he longed for, he forced himself to gulp down bowl after bowl of river water. Then the three of them, bellies swollen, butts clenched, shuffled with difficulty to the toilet. But just as Jack rushed to the toilet to pee, Uncle Air grabbed him. It turned out they weren't there to pee. They ran to the faucet and drank more water, kept drinking until they couldn't straighten up, then helped each other to see the doctor. To get the doctor to draw more blood, Uncle Air smoothly offered an expensive watermelon as a bribe. The doctor understood and agreed to take more blood. Watching the bright red blood fill the glass bottle, he endured the pain of a bursting bladder and finally made it through to the end. Then he sprinted to the toilet and let loose. They did this because in those days, the price of 1 liter of blood could equal months of wages for an ordinary person. As usual, after selling blood you had to replenish it, so they ordered a steaming plate of blood sausage. Jack chewed the blood sausage hungrily, touching the hot cash in his pocket, finally feeling confident about his plan to marry. That same night, Jack eagerly found Lisa to ask her out to dinner. Lisa thought it was weird, but seeing this goofy guy, she didn't refuse. That gave Jack more courage to pursue her. The next day, Jack didn't hesitate to buy Lisa an expensive perfume. He hadn't eaten meat in over 10 years, but bought her a whole chunk of it. His flashy, loaded act made Lisa feel a spark of interest. But then Jack listed the prices of everything he'd ever bought for Lisa, asking when she'd marry him. Lisa was shocked by the question. Jack thought he wasn't sincere enough, and immediately promised he'd work hard to support the family after marriage. But Lisa firmly turned him down, saying she already had someone she cared about. Not discouraged, Jack that night knocked on Lisa's door with lavish gifts. First, he flattered the elders, then talked about his family trade, then started putting down Lisa's current boyfriend, Carl, and finally slammed all his savings on the table, promising to give Lisa a happy home. In an era that valued carrying on the family line and having security, Lisa's father immediately promised to give her to Jack in marriage. Though Lisa hated the idea, she had no choice but to break things off with Carl in pain. Jack got his beauty. In the 11 years of marriage, Lisa gave him 3 sons. The eldest, Mark, was the most sensible and obedient and Jack's most cherished treasure. But just when Jack thought he'd hit the peak of life, a rumor spread through the village like a plague. Villagers gossiped everywhere that Mark was Carl's biological son. Soon the rumor reached Jack's ears. To prove it was false, he even took his son to Carl's doorstep, ranting about Carl's past misdeeds to build up his own image in his son's eyes. But one day, a mail carrier came to the store to take shelter from rain, and seeing Mark, handed the letter directly to him, telling him to take it home to his dad. Jack took the letter and saw Carl's name written plainly on it. Jack completely lost it. To squash the rumor, he took Mark to a big city hospital for a paternity test, extremely rare in those days. On the day the results came out, Jack confidently gathered all the villagers. Watching the courier bring the results, he solemnly took the letter, determined to shut their mouths with undeniable proof. But when he saw the content of the test report, his smile froze. The facts proved Mark was Carl's biological son. He ran home like a madman, knocking over the basin Lisa was washing vegetables in. The doorway was packed with curious villagers. Lisa was too ashamed to face anyone. At first, Lisa thought he was just drunk and acting up, but seeing Jack's seriousness, unlike anything before, she knew she couldn't hide it. Jack, devastated, accused Lisa of being unfaithful, but it happened before they married. Carl had forced himself on her when she wasn't paying attention. She thought it was just a nightmare, never expecting to get pregnant. This blow completely crushed Jack. He lost his drive, lying around like a dead man, doing nothing. Even his once most beloved son became a thorn in his heart, so he made a cruel family rule. From then on, Mark must call him uncle, not dad.